please understand that I am going to spread awareness about my situation. And one of the things that I'm telling y'all not to do when you meet women who are single mothers, especially if they're raising special needs kids, stop asking them about the child's father. Because if the child's father was present, 9 times out of 10, most of these women wouldn't have the struggles that we have. And then on top of all of the questions that I get that I don't mind asking, a lot of people come into my comment section. Matter of fact, let me not even say a lot, because that is just me over exaggerating like a motherfucker. Maybe 2 or 3 people have come in my comment section calling my son the married man's baby because they heard rumors and shit. You lack sensitivity, you lack compassion. It's like, are you crazy? Why would you, if you see me getting on social media and I'm talking about my son having special needs, and you come in my comment section saying that my son should not get support and help because he's a married man's child, what the fuck? Like some, I swear to God, y'all are like, no home training or manners, no morals, no compassion for anybody else but yourself. It's like, first of all, stop listening to the rumors that people share when they want to be entertained. Because a lot of times the real story is a lot less complicated than the bullshit that y'all sit down and discuss, the fan fictional shit about other people's lives. My son's father is engaged to a whole new woman that he just met maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Okay. Well, I was dating him, and I hate to have to keep saying this shit because I don't like this dude. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to have anything to do with him, but the world will not let us separate from each other. And because this nigga is hiding somewhere underneath a motherfucking rock, y'all can't ask him shit. But because I'm the public figure, it's like I got to deal with everybody continuously asking me questions about this Dusty. Okay, sending me pictures about the Dusty, talking to me about that Dusty life. I don't care. If it don't have nothing to do with my son, I do not care. He and I was together. We were engaged. We lived together. He decided while I was pregnant and living together that he wanted to sleep with his ex and women at his job. Okay, bottom line, he said he didn't want our child. He told me to put the child up for adoption. Then later on agreed to file for child support. I did not want to file for child support. When he filed for child support, when I filed for child support, he was unemployed, but I was working. I had several sources of income. Now he pays $264 a month, barely. Okay. That is the story of me and my son's father. I have said that story so many times, and I want people to keep in mind, anytime you run into a single mother or a mother who's taking care of a neurodivergent child by herself, please do not let the first question that come out your mouth be about the person that is absent. If you want to ask questions, ask about the child, the well-being of the child, what's happening with the child. Is the child okay? How are you dealing with the child? You know, is your mental health okay? Are you okay? That's the questions that y'all need to ask. Don't immediately be like messy. It's like weird. Like the first thing y'all think of is to be negative. No. If you want to help, help. If you don't want to help, don't. Either way, the last question that should be asked is, where is this child father? That is just bullshit. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to discuss is men donating to me. Some men are under the impression, and I don't even think so. I think only one guy said this. One guy came into my comment section. His name was Carl. He comes to the comment section and he claimed that I'm targeting men for donations, right? Because there was a point in time where I was asking for breakfast, right? I was saying, I want a date. I'm looking for a husband to buy me breakfast every morning. That has nothing to do with my son. That is a very separate thing. That is just me saying, hey, I want a husband. I want somebody to be there for me. I want to sit down and have somebody to eat breakfast with. You know what I mean? It really didn't even have anything to do with the money, because what the fuck am I going to do with breakfast money? Because 9 times out of 10, that money is going to be like $20 and it's going to be enough for me to eat food one day. How is that going to help my son in the long run? My goals with my son, they don't go together. So one guy came in the comment section. He tries to mesh the two. And I think that is a very low dig. I think you need to go straight to hell instead of coming in my comment section first. Just skip over my comment section. Just go straight to hell. Be demon time over there. You feel what I'm talking about? Like, it doesn't make any sense for you to be trying to combine the two. I'm not targeting men. Most of the people who donate to my son's autism fund are women. Okay. The person who actually came up with the idea for me to use my GoFundMe was actually a man who bought me breakfast, but only after he argued me down about sending breakfast. Okay. He felt like women shouldn't be asking men for breakfast. He felt like he didn't understand. He thought I was just using the men for money, just like every other man who saw that I was asking for breakfast and just assumed that I was just needed a man for money. But I had to explain to him that it's not even about that. I just want somebody to love me. I want to sit down and have adult conversation with a man. I'm ready to be in a relationship. I've been celibate for 8 years. I don't want anybody's husband. I don't want anybody's boyfriend. I want somebody who genuinely loves me and can take care of me so I can be a better mother for my son and be a good wife and a girlfriend. That's what I want. Why is that so like unheard of and shit like that? Hello, my vetting process for money, for breakfast, for anything that has to do with money or me dating a man, that's independent of anything that has to do with my son. Because my relationship with a man needs to be stress the fuck free. You know why? Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to be a good mother to my son. I can't be a good mom to my son if I'm sitting here stressing over a dude that is community pipe, a dude that don't know how to treat me, a dude who's a liar, a dude, you know what I mean? Why would I want my son to be around that type of man? I need someone who is a positive male role model who knows how to lead. Maybe he's divorced. Maybe he has children of his own. Maybe he blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, I need for him to be a God-fearing man. I need for him to be a confident man because of the type of woman he'd be dealing with if he's dealing with me. Okay. My relationship with a man is independent of my relationship with my son or what's happening with my son until I get married. If I get married, you understand what I'm saying? Whoever I ended up dating and becomes my son's stepfather, that is a whole nother thing separate. Okay. I stopped asking for breakfast as much because men was getting on my fucking nerves. I'm not even gonna front. It was men coming in my comment section getting on my fucking nerves. It wasn't, oh, I finally found a man, because there were men out there that were sending breakfast. And eventually they stopped because of my doing, because eventually I was just like, I'm not interested anymore. Or there were some men who basically to this day still give me money and they donate to my son's GoFundMe account. You know what I mean? Or they send me money via Cash App because they care about my son, they care about my well-being, they care about me as a person because we've built a friendship. I don't expect for everybody to just randomly donate or give me all of their money if they're under financial strain. And this brings me back to this man who sent me $500, and then his wife just hits me up randomly yesterday, pissed because they're in financial hardship, and he gave me $500 a month ago, and she just now finding out. If you are the type of man that wants to donate to any charity, okay, it doesn't matter whether it's me or some other single mother that you met, or maybe you saw something on social media where, you know, United Way or Goodwill or Hosea Feed the Hungry or whatever it is, Autism Speaks, any charitable organization, please consult with your partners first if y'all share finances. Do never put a woman in a position to where she finds out that you're randomly giving $500 of y'all money to charity, especially if y'all in financial hardship. That shit is so inappropriate on so many levels. But at the same time, I don't want to chastise or condemn somebody who has a heart that kind. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot to be that kind in this kind of world. That's why when women come on my comments about this specific topic and they say these negative things about this man, I keep trying to explain to women, the man who sent me $500 was not trying to holler. He was a stand-up dude. He flat out told me everything I needed to know. It was not no hidden nothing going on. He was really just stand up. Thank you, Fallon, for saying this, because it really isn't anybody's business. If you come into my live stream, please thumbs it up. I would appreciate that so much, because the more I do more content, the more money I make on Facebook, The more y'all engage, the more money I make, and eventually I get out of this situation to where I'm asking for donations. I need you guys to understand the whole point of me asking for donations isn't because I want to go get some red bottoms. It isn't because I want to go on a cruise. It isn't because I want to be flown out to Dubai and shit like that. I'm trying to get me and my son out of this goddamn hotel room and into a stable environment. Okay, and the only way I can do that is if I save up enough money, if I'm making enough money, if I'm making enough earnings on social media. I cannot work a regular job for 4 hours a day. All I got is 4 hours a day to spare. I cannot work a regular job, only working 4 hours and make enough money to be able to take care of me and my son. That's why I ask for donations.